Oh, YouTube. Don't Cat 5, baby. Oh, boy. You guys know what I'm going to say. I know you do. We got another banger, baby. And this one hopefully is going to be a little bit more mentally stimulating than the last two. Less yelling, but more weather information. Better for the old noggin. Vince, what do you think? How am I doing so far, huh? Whatever. You're just a stupid dino. So, guys, hurricane season officially began on June 1st. That's what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be looking at the hurricane season. There's a lot of noise going around, but with all the negative outlooks that are coming out, I wanted to create a video about what you can expect this season, and most importantly, what you can do about it. So, we're going to get into 3 things that you can do right now to help make sure you and your family are safe and prepared. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe to that channel. What's that, Vince? You want them to like too? Guys, smash the like button. Let's get to it. Oh, this is my favorite part. Glasses are off. Time to get serious. All right, guys, let's first start with the National Weather Service. They put this outlook out in May of 2024, so less than a month ago. And in their forecast, they had 17 to 25 named storms, 8 to 13 hurricanes, and 4 to 7 major hurricanes. Now, just comparing that to normal, we usually get about 14 named storms, so that's at least 3 above. We usually get about 7 hurricanes, so that's at least 1 above. And we usually get about 3 major hurricanes, so that's at least 1 above. The National Weather Service is saying there's about an 85% chance that this hurricane season is going to be above normal. Now let's look at Colorado State's forecast. And that forecast is actually led by meteorologist Phil Klotzbach, who we had on show 174 of the Stormfront Freaks podcast. So they're also calling for an above average hurricane season with 23 named storms, 11 hurricanes, and 5 major hurricanes.
Why are these numbers so high?
Hey, great question, Vince. It's a combination of 2 things, La Nina and record sea surface temperatures in the Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico. So what we're looking at now is actually the current sea surface temperatures of the waters in the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean. Now, the more brown and red the color, the hotter it is. Brown, hot. Green, cool.
Green, cool.
Vince is right. Green is cool. That's it, Vince. You're making me put the glasses back on. So anything over 26 degrees Celsius, that's your fuel for the hurricane. So anywhere you see orange, brown, red, all of that, that's warm enough to form a hurricane. There's a lot of brown and red in here. I don't like that. Not good. It's like a nice warm bath. Little bubble bath in the Gulf of Mexico. Not great. What was that? Now switching gears to La Nina.
What the heck is El Nino and La Nina?
Even Vince wants to know. So El Nino and La Nina is a blob of warmer than normal or colder than normal water off of the west coast of South America. And going back to last year, we were in an El Nino. Check this out. See that big blob of warm red water off the coast of South America? That's El Nino.
El Nino.
And then if we go ahead to this year, this is currently, look at this blob of colder than normal water off the west coast of South America. That's a La Nina forming as we speak. Boom.
What does a La Nina have to do with the hurricane?
Gosh, he is so smart. Let's give it up for Vince. So La Nina generally means you're going to have less wind shear over the Gulf of Mexico and really the Atlantic Ocean where you have a lot of your major hurricanes form. So think of wind shear like a fan. It's just a fan blowing, destroying hurricanes. Now, the more wind shear you have, the more big fans you got. You try, Vince. Vince, you're so special. Bottom line, record warm ocean temperatures combined with the La Nina means bad news for hurricanes. That's why the National Weather Service and Colorado State have way more than normal totals for the hurricanes.
That's not good. That makes me very scared.
It's okay, Vince. It really is. All that being said, guys, the chances of you getting hit by a hurricane are very low. In fact, the majority of you won't. So it's not time to panic, Vince. It's time to be prepared, not scared.
That makes me feel a little better. Thanks, Stormcat.
You're welcome, buddy. Here's the 3 things you can do right now to prepare for hurricane season. Number 1, make a plan and have a go bag. Let's see. What's in my go bag? Well, Vince the Dino. Got to make sure there's a toothbrush for Vince there, too. Charger, wallet. What is my plan if I need to evacuate? Well, I'm going to grab Vince. I'm going to grab his dino food, grab my go bag. So on your list, you're going to want to have water, food, flashlight, first aid kit, extra batteries, a whistle, maybe some plastic sheeting or duct tape, moist towelettes, garbage bags, local map, a cell phone with your charger, and maybe a can opener. Guys, I'm just reading this list from ready.gov. This isn't me coming up with this. I don't know why they put moist towelettes on. These are just some of the things you can pack in your bag. Hopefully that got the wheels spinning a little bit. Vince is thinking too, right, Vince?
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm going to look up what my evacuation zone is. Oh, that's kind of cool. The National Weather Service actually has a site where they have the evacuation zone you can find for your area. If I just click on this link here, it takes me over to this nice dandy page. Scroll down to Florida. They can Collier County, get nice and warm down there in Southwest Florida. And boom, check it out. There's my evacuation zones. We've got A, B, C, D, E, and F. I can zoom in and see which zone I'm in. So when a hurricane comes, emergency management is going to tell you what zone needs to evacuate. By knowing your zone on your phone, it'll help you know when to get away from your home. That was kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I just came up with that on the spot. I should maybe get into rapping. What do you think, Vince?
No, stick to weather.
Thanks, Vince. And finally, number 3, follow your local National Weather Service on Twitter. Follow your local emergency management on Twitter as well. In Collier County in Florida, that's NWS Miami, so I'm going to give them a follow. I'm also going to follow Florida Division of Emergency Management. Check that out. Boom! You just gained a new follower. But bam! Florida Emergency Management already is talking about preparing for a hurricane. I'm set. Your local National Weather Service also puts out cool content as well. If there's interesting weather impacting your area, your National Weather Service is going to let you know. So check them out over on Twitter, or X, or whatever the kids are calling it these days.
I call it Dino Land.
We're really going off the rails now. So in summary, make a plan, pack a bag, know what evacuation zone you're in, follow your local National Weather Service and emergency management on Twitter. Hey, before you guys go, though, I want to show you something else cool. So the National Weather Service is actually slightly changing the way they do the cone. So you no longer are just going to see the watches and warnings along the coast. You'll also be able to see in this graphic any watches and warnings that are inland as well. That's pretty cool. Good work, National Weather Service.
Good work, National Weather Service. I love you.
You hear that, National Weather Service? Vince loves you. And so do I. Well, guys, that about does it. Thanks for watching me today. Make sure you give someone a big hug and tell them you love them.
I love everyone.
We know, Vince. All right, see you on the next one.